Good morning students, this is Bhavani working as a contract lecturer, Computer Science Engineering, GPW Medak. Subject data structures through C. Topic sorting techniques. Today's topic we will discuss about the selection sorting. So in the last class only we discussed about the selection sort, how selection sort works and how the smallest one is to be selected. We discussed in the last class only. What is an sorting? Sorting is nothing but arranging the elements. We have to arranging the given list of elements in logical order. It may be ascending or descending order. So that is an sorting. So why we are using the sorting? What is the need means? Sorting will be helps in arranging the records or files in in an order such that retrieving makes easy. The main application of sorting technique is database, dictionaries, telephone directories, etc. These are all the examples we can be take it. And next, what is then selection sorting? Selection sorting is nothing but in the name itself is that we have to select the smallest one and then we have to exchange or swap the values. So in the first pass we have the passes we are using. In the first pass, the first smallest element is search in the list. First we have to select the smallest number. First we have to search and exchange with the first element in the list, in the given list. And in the second pass, the second smallest element is search in the list and exchange with the second element in the given list. So this process is repeated until all the elements in the given list are sorted. So this is the manner, this is the method we will be processing. First we have to search the smallest element and then we have to exchange with the first element. This is the first part. In the second pass. So how many elements we are taking? That requirements has to be n minus 1 has to be passes to complete the sorting algorithm. So in this, how many elements? There are the n elements. N elements selection sort requires n minus 1 passes to complete the sorting algorithm. After completion of I passes, the first pass, first smallest element is located. How it is working means, first we have to first pass completed, first smallest element is located at the first place. After completion of second pass, second smallest element has to be located at the second place. So after the ith pass, ith smallest element is located where? At ith place we have to be located. First element is compared with n minus 1. If I have the 8 elements, how many passes we will be do means 7 passes, because n minus 1 passes has to be do. First element is compared with n minus 1. Second element is compared with n minus 2. And ith element is compared with n minus I. So this is the comparison will be changes. The first element will be compared with n minus 1. How many passes? That is an n minus 1 passes to complete the sorting algorithm. If we have the n, how many passes we have to do? N minus 1. If I give the 10 elements, how many passes have to do? 9, because n minus 1. So 1 has to be decremented. N minus 1 sorting algorithm has to be do. So this is the way how we will be selecting the selection sort works and how the smallest one will be selected. So if you want to select the smallest one, which is the place we have to see, and next location we have to see, and the element we have to see, then we have to change the exchange or we have to swap the elements. So this is a method we have to be follow. Now today's topic, today we will be discuss on the completion of this period. You would be able to understand algorithm for selection sort, program for selection sort, time complexity, space complexities, advantages and disadvantages. So these are the topics we have to see today. So yesterday I showed how the example is there. What is an algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step by step procedure to solve the problem. Yes, we have the algorithm for all the sorting methods. How the procedures we will be see one pass. Okay, step by step we will be see now. So suppose array A comprising n elements. How many elements? We have the n elements. So A of array, here array should be declared. A of 1 comma A of 2, A of 3 up to n elements A of n is in memory. How many elements? If I give, that much elements will be stored in memory. For sorting this array by selection sort method, first find the smallest element in the entire array and swap it with the first element. Yesterday we discussed the same thing. First we have to search which is the smallest element, and then we have to swap it with the first element. So this is an first sorting method. Second, find the smallest element from the remaining array, that is from elements A of 2, A of 3, A of 4 up to n, and swap it with the second smallest element, and so on you can be do. Okay, how many array elements I take it? Yes, n elements, n minus 1 you have to. For processing part, you have to set in the first pass, you have to see the first smallest element and swap it with the first element, and second smallest element you have to search and swap it with the second element, and the third smallest element you have to search and swap it with the third element, like that, and so on elements you have to do. First pass, find the location of the smallest element in the list of n elements, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 up to the n elements. We have to find the smallest number. So the index always starts from the 0 to n, that is an n minus 1. Name it the location. Now interchange A of lock with A of 1, that is an A of I, or the 1 we have to interchange that, because 1 I took means the index A of 1 I took, so that we have to interchange. First we have to find the location where it is, and that location the number has to be exchanged with the location. A of 1 will be stored then. So this is the steps we have to follow. First find the location, smallest element in the, find the location of the smallest element in the n list and name it as a location, and in that location you have to be exchanged with A of 1 value. A of 1 value is stored now. The smallest element where it is will be storing A of 1 is stored. Next, pass 2, find the location lock of the smallest element in the sub array. Next array where it will be starts, A of 1 is completed, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4 up to A of n, and then exchange A of 2 with the location. The location has to be stored in the A of 2 value. The smallest value where it has to be stored, it has to be stored into the second element. Then A of 1 and A of 2 are sorted. Since A of 1 is less than or equals to A of 2, in the pass 1, pass 2, a of 1 is less than or equals to a of 2. Next, up to k I am taking, okay, not the n, up to k. Find the location lock of the smallest element in the subarray a of k, comma a of k plus 1, comma a of k plus 2 up to a of n, and exchange it with the location a of k with smallest number, that is an location. Now a of 1, a of 2, a of 3 up to a of k are sorted as well as the stored up to the k passes I did it. Pass n minus 1, find the location of the smaller element in a of n minus 2, comma a of n, a of n minus 2, comma a of n, and exchange n minus a of n minus 1 and a of log, the last element and then last location has to be exchanged, that is a swap. Then element a of 1, a of 2 up to the a of n are sorted. After n minus 1 passes, the array will be sorted in ascending order. How many passes we have to do? N minus 1. So that is required to complete the sorting algorithm. How many passes? N minus 1 passes. The array will be sorted in ascending order. So pass 1, pass 2, pass k is not completed for the sorting up to the pass of n minus 1. Then the final sorting technique will be completed. Now program, let me see the program. As usual, we have to declare the header files. I am giving the maximum size 100. If you don't want to mention maximum size, no need. If you want to give, you can be give. I am using the functions here. Void selection, the header file function declaration. I am using array and the n value I used it. This is selection sort is an function name. Void main, the main program started, that is an x of maximum size. What is the maximum? 100 I gave it. Instead of, you can give 5 to 6 elements if you need. I for the increment purpose, and next n values, how many elements I need it, and the x of, this is an array declaration. Now enter the size of an array. How many size I need it? I need only the 7. Okay, the scanf n value will become the 7. If n means 7 is greater than 100, condition is true, it will be coming to the printf statement. Print size is greater than declared size, it will be print, and exit, it will be come out from that. Next, printf enter the numbers, the number I need to print. In the array I declared the size, in that I need to keep the values. So for the keep the values, I use the for loop. Here for loop we have to use. For I is equals to 1, I is less than or equals to n, I plus plus. Scanf percentile the address of x of I. What is an x of I? You can be declared the I value 0. If the index always starts from the 0 means you can be give, otherwise 1 you can be take. X of 1 value, you have to enter some value, that is an 11. Again till the n 7 less than or equals to 7, it will be print, it will be display all the values, it will be enter the all the values. After the array declaration is completed, now processing part has to be do. Selection sort x comma n, this is a sorting. So when this is a function call, the function call will be go to the where, it will be go to the here, the main body it will become. This is a function void selection sort int x of max comma int n, int k comma j comma temp location. So for the swapping purpose we need the temporary variable I am taking, and the next location, the smallest number where it is located, and the j for the increment purpose, and I am k for the n passes. For k is equals to 1, k is less than or equals to n minus 1, k plus plus. So this loop is used to execute how many passes, that is an n minus 1 passes has to be, because in the as per the rule is that how many elements we are taking, n elements in the selection sorts. So how many passes it requires, n minus 1 passes is required to complete the sort. So to complete the sorting algorithm, how many passes we need to execute, n minus 1 passes. So that's why I am using k is equals to 1, k is less than or equals to n minus 1, and k plus plus. So this loop is used to execute how many passes, n minus 1 passes. Till the n minus 1 passes, the loop will be executed. Flower bracket, and location is equals to k. Where is the k value is there, you have to assign to the location. For j is equals to k plus 1, j is less than or equals to n, j plus plus. This loop is used to find the location of the smallest element in the subarray. So to find the smallest of subarray, the smallest element, you have to use, I am using this loop to find the location. J is equals to k plus 1, j is less than or equals to n, and j plus plus. So this loop is used to find the location of the smallest element in subarray. Which is the smallest element, you have to search it. So that is an k of x of k comma x of k plus 1 up to how many x of n. After finding the location, if the condition is true, then it has to be come into the loop, that is an if. We have to find the location, x of log is greater than x of j. Log is equals to j. Here location variable denotes the location of the smallest element in subarray. So here location variable denotes the location of the smallest element in the subarray. Where is the smallest element is there, that element will be stored into the location. If the condition is true, it has to be come into the if loop. Again the condition is there, again where is the location is there, the location of the smallest element will be stored into the location. Again if log is not equals to k, then it will be enter into the swapping part. Now swap has to be 2. Temp is equals to x of k is equals to x of log is equals to temp. It will be exchanged. The smallest element will be entered into the first element, and first element value will be go to the smallest element location. So this is the way of swapping, and it will be in the loop. After swapping, the condition is not satisfied. If it is not there, again it will be go to the to find the next smallest element. This condition is also false, then it will be go to the, it has to be go to the n passes, the k passes has to be taken. So again it will be checked, the first pass is completed, again it will be come to the k is equals to 1, k is because k again incremented, k now becomes the 2 is less than or equals to 7 minus 1 is 6, condition is true. Again it will become the k value, what is the k value, I use 2, so 2 into it has to be assigned to the location. not the value. I am mentioning only the k value. If I use the array, in the array value will be assigned, just the number, the loop number we will be enter. So the location will be becomes the 2. For j is equals to k plus 1, k becomes the, again, what is the k value? K value becomes the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3, j becomes the 3. 3 is less than or equals to 7. 7 not the 7, 8. So condition is true. Again it will be come into the loop. What is the location of the value and compared with the j value? If condition is true, it will be come into the j value has to be located into the location. Again it will be check the location and the k value, it is the equal or not equal. If it is not equal, it will be come to the swapping part. It is true, it will be come to the swapping part. Again the smallest element and the second pass of the second smallest element will be swap here. So till the n minus 1 passes, the looping will be take place. This is for the swapping method. And here we have to finding the smallest location, smallest element. And for j is equals to k plus 1, j is less than or equals to n, this loop is used to find the location of the smallest element. And k is equals to 1, k is less than or equals to n minus 1, k plus plus is used for this loop is used to execute how many n minus 1 passes. After completion of the pass, the pass 2 has to be, because the k value, k has to be incremented, then we have to enter into the second pass. Till the n minus 1 passes, we will be executing. So this is the way of selection. Here what we are doing, we will be checking the smallest element location, and then we will be exchanging. Exchange is nothing but swapping. The swapping method, for that you have to write the code, and to find the smallest element in the array we have to write the code, and next we have to find the smallest location. Loop we have to write it, and condition also we have to write it. And next, to execute purpose, how many passes we are doing, n minus 1 passes you have to do. So this is the method. After completion of all this, where it has to be print, so after completion, end for loop, end selection, it has to become to the selection sort. After sorting all the elements, to print here, for I is equals to 1, I of less than or equals to n, I plus plus, what it will be print, x of I, what is the I value, x of 1 value, what it will be there. If it is the 3, the smallest element you will be there. So till the condition satisfy, this is used for the printing statement. For the printing, we have to write in the main section. We are writing in the main section. Selection sort x comma n is an calling function. And void selection, this is an function definition. Function prototype, sorry, this is an function prototype. Before using function, we have the function prototype is there, function definition is there, function call is there. Void selection sort int x array comma int, this is the function prototype. Function, we have the 3 methods we will be following. Selection sort is an function name, x comma n, this is an function call. When it is calling x comma n, where it will be go, it will be go to the user defined function. This is an function definition. This is the last method. This is the body. These are the local variables we will be declared, and processing part also we have to do here only. How many passes we are doing? Up to n minus 1 passes you have to do. And what is an time complexities? What is an time complexity? The time complexity is nothing but it is the amount of time taken to complete the execution of the problem. The amount of time taken to complete the execution, how much time to execute the problem, that is the time complexity. So it is the amount of time taken to complete the execution of the problem. So the execution mainly depends on the size of the input, how much time, how much input. If I give the n sizes, if I give the 5, it is take the less time. If I use the 10, it takes the more time. So depends on the size of the data input, it will be execute. So the time complexity of an algorithm is a function n of n, f of n input function n. What is an n? Is an input size. Input size. And what is the space complexities? You can be there. The three types are there: big O, omega, and theta. What is the space complexity? It is the time of. It is the amount of memory needed for the execution of an algorithm. How much memory it is required? Space is for the memory. How much memory is needed for execution of an algorithm is a space complexity. Memory space is inversely proportional to the processing time. By reducing the space, processing time will increase. By increasing space, processing time will decrease. So depends on the space complexity whether it is increasing or decreasing, we will be seeing. Let's go in the selection sort. What is the time complexity we will be using? Selection sort algorithm consists the how many loops we are taking? 2 loops, 2 nested loops, owning into the 2 nested loops. So it has big O notation, big O of n square time complexities. So what is the time complexity of the? We have the 3 cases we will be using: best case, worst case, and the average case. What is an best case? Best case is nothing but algorithm takes minimum time to execute for the given input. Minimum time to execute. How much time we are taking? The less time. That is an best. If we takes the maximum time to execute, it takes a lot of time. So it is an worst time. So in this algorithm takes maximum time to execute for a given input size. Average. Algorithm takes average time. In this algorithm takes average time. Average means between minimum and the maximum to execute for a given input size. Minimum time. Okay. So it takes minimum time to execute the given input, that is the best time. The worst, that is the maximum time to execute an given input. And the average means it takes a between input time and the maximum time to execute that is an maximum. So what is an cases? In the selection sort, the best case it will be occupying the big O of the n square, even the average also O of n square, and the worst case is also O of n square. For all the time complexities in the same, even the best case or the average case or the worst case, we have the time complexity is the same, that is the big O of the n square, because we are taking the 2 loops, 2 nested loops we are using. Okay, and coming to the next space complexities. What is the space complexity? Space complexity is nothing but the amount of memory needed for the execution of an algorithm. How much memory is required? It is the amount of memory is needed for execution of an algorithm is called space complexity. For the selection, what is the space we'll be taking? Let me see. Selection sort is an in-place algorithm. It performs all computation in the original array and no other array is used. Yes, we are taking the two loops. In that two loops only we are doing. We are not taking any other arrays also. Hence, space complexities work to be a O of 1 because we are taking only one. So that's why big O of 1 is a space complexity. Selection sort is an in-place algorithm because we are taking only the one array, original array. We are not using any other array. It performs all operations in the original array and no other array is used. Hence, space complexity works out of to be O of 1. What is the space we are taking? O of 1. What is the time complexity of the selection sort? Big O of n square because we are taking the two nested loops. So, n square. And the here space complexities we are taking only the we are doing the within the array, one array. We are not taking the two arrays. That's why that is an O of n. The space complexity is O of n and the time complexity is O of n square. O of n square. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Before going to the advantages and disadvantages, what are the applications? Let me see. What are the applications we'll be using? What are the applications of the selection sort? Smallest list to be sorted first. For the selection sort, we have to take the small list. We should not take the more largest list. Small list is to be sorted. Cost of swapping does not matter. What is a swapping? Okay. After sorting, after selection the smallest element, then it will be swapped. Till that it won't be swapped. Okay. First we will be select the smallest element. Next, cost of swapping is does not matter. Checking of all the elements is compulsory. Till the end you have to be compare all the elements. We have to check all the elements is compulsory. Cost of writing to a memory matter like a flash memory we will be take. Number of writes number of writes by swaps. That is then how many swap? O of n as compared to O of n square of a bubble sort. For the application of selection sort, we have to select the smallest list only we can be sorted, and cost of swapping does not matter. When it is required, then only it will be swapped. Till that it won't be swapped, just it will be checked. For checking is an compulsory. Checking of all the elements is compulsory. Okay, this is the applications of the selection sorts. And coming to the advantages and disadvantages of the array, selection sort. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? So the main advantages of the selection sort, it is perform well on the small list. Yes, it will be perform. It performs well on a small list. It won't be go for the long list. It will be perform well. So the main advantage is it performs on the small list. No additional temporary storage is not required. We saw in the space complexity we are taking only one array. Even in our program also, no additional memory is required. No memory storage is required. No additional memory storage is required. So these are the main advantages we will be using. So it will be well perform on the small list and no additional temporary storage is required. Disadvantages. What are the disadvantages means? The primary disadvantages of the selection sort is the poor efficiency when dealing with the huge list. If you go for the huge list of items, what it will be becoming? So how the efficiency is poor efficiency for the huge list of items. When dealing with the huge list of items, how it is working, poor efficiency. And next, selection sort requires the squared number of steps for selecting the n numbers. Because we are taking the n elements, that much squared of elements is required. Squared number of steps for sorting n elements. Okay, these are the advantages and disadvantages. So once again we will be seeing what are the applications. It has to be select only the smallest elements in the list. Smallest list is required. Small list is to be sorted. Cost of swapping does not matter. Checking of all the elements is compulsory. Cost of writing to memory matter, like flash memory we will be using. Okay, what are the main advantages? For the main advantages of selection sort is that to perform well on small list, no additional memory storage is required, because we are taking only one storage. In that storage only we will be swapping, so that's why we does not need any additional. What are the main disadvantages of selection sort? It will perform is a poor efficiency when dealing with a huge list of items. Selection sorts require the squared number of steps for sorting the n elements. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. And what is an algorithm, how the passes has to be taking, and what is the program, and what are the advantages and disadvantages, and what are the applications of the sorting method, and what is the time complexity and the space complexity of the selection sort. So what is the time complexity we are taking? That is an big O of n square. Even in the three cases, even the best case, worst case and average case, for all the cases the time complexity is the same. The execution will be taking the same time. And the space complexity, how much space it will be taking, it does not require additional storage, that's why we are taking only one array. So for that big O of 1, the space complexities. So these are the advantages and disadvantages and the selection sort. So for the time complexities analysis, selection sort algorithm consists only two nested loops. Owing to the two nested loops, it has the O of n square complexities. So see here, best case, big O, you can be, the notation will be taking as in big O n square, because we are taking the two nested loops. Average case O of n square, worst case O of n square or the n square. And this is our program, and this is our algorithm steps. So how many arrays we are taking, that much memory will be allocated at compile time only. And the selection, you have to select the smallest element in the given list. And next what we will be do, we will be exchange with the first element, not the other, only the first element. The first pass means first element only you have to exchange. If the second element, if you are searching in the list, then you have to exchange with the second element only, not with the third and the fourth, like bubble sort. This selection will be based on the smallest number and the element in the list, like that you have to passes. How many passes we will be complete? If you take the n elements, how many passes you have to do? N minus 1 passes has to be do. So that's why it is only useful for the smallest list, not for the huge list. And the work will be, the efficiency will be the very poor while compared with the bubble sort and other sorts. So the efficiency will be the poor. So that is a main drawback. And this is what is the passes of finding the pass 1. If we have the n pass, the first element where we will be exchanging, now exchange with the location and with a of 1. I am not taking the any element. This is the first pass, the first element only you have to exchange. In pass 2, exchange with the a of 2 and array of 2 with location. Where is the smallest number, that only you have to exchange, not with the other elements. Okay, it will be compared, 1 and 2 will be compared. So if 1 and 2 is less than, then it will be go. Find the location, lock a of k, that is an k up to k, that is an last, not beyond that, and exchange with the a of k, and last element, that is an n minus 1. So while coming to the n minus 1, the list will be sorted in the ascending order. So that sorting order we will be calling the ascending selection sort. So after n minus 1 passes, the array will be sorted in ascending order. So ascending order, that's why we will be calling selection sort is also called ascending selection sort. So this is our program. In the program I use the function. Function have the 3 methods we have to follow. That is a function prototype you have to declare before the main, function call in the main. This is in the main we have to be used here, where selection sort x of k. This is an function call and function definition. This is the function definition. In the function definition, again we have the function header will be there and local body will be declared. Okay, and I am not returning any value. After sorting is completed in the function definition, again where it will be go, it will be go to the main. In the main, it will be print all the elements what we have sorted, that elements will be print here in the for loop. So we are not taking another loop also, in the one loop only, one array only. In that array only I am sorting, and in that array only I am printing. And this is for sorting the method. To swap that, we have to use the temp is equals to a of k, a of x of k is equals to x of log, and x of log is equals to temp. This is a swapping method we have to. If the smallest element we find it, then we need to swap the location, and the next the pass, which pass if we are passing. And what is the time complexities? Time complexities are big O of the n square. So for all the cases, the time complexity is the same. How much time is required to complete the execution is called the time complexity. The amount of time is required to complete the execution. How much time I am taking for the selection sort, that is n big O of the n square. Because the selection sort algorithm consists how many loops? We are taking the 2 nested loops. And what is the space complexities means? For the space complexity, how much space, how much memory is required, yes, for the list, for the given list. So that is it. So here we will be use only the original array and no other array here we are not using. So that's why the space complexity will be the big O of the 1. And what are the advantages? It will be performed well on the small list, not the huge list. And here we does not require any additional temporary storage is required. No additional memory is required. And what are the disadvantages? The main disadvantages of the selection sort is the poor efficiency when dealing with the huge list of items, and selection sorts require the squared number of steps for sorting the n numbers, because the passes we have to move, the n elements we have to put, so that become the more. So that's why the squared number of steps I told, number of steps has to be do. And what are the main applications? So first, it is only suitable for the small list is to be sorted. And cost of swapping, the cost we does not matter, and checking all the elements is compulsory. Okay, so these are the main applications of the selection sort, and this is an sorting method. Okay, we discussed about the what is the definition of the sorting method and how to select and how it is working the selection sort, how to select the smallest one, and what is an algorithm, and what is the procedure for the programming part, what is the time complexities and the space complexities, advantages and disadvantages, and last applications. So these are all the topics under the selection sort. So tomorrow again we will be discuss about the insertion sort. Okay, thank you.